What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. Today we're back with more Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered gameplay and commentary. We're finally asking the question, the 44 Magnum, is it OP? Now this is what I've dreamed up for my DLC or supply drop weapon coverage here for Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, as well as Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I'm just going to jump through this really quickly. It's probably going to take about 2 minutes. I'll leave a timestamp in the video and in the description down below. So if you guys don't want to hear the plan going forward, you just want to get into the 44 Magnum review, then you can skip to that at this point. But here's what I've dreamed up for coverage of the DLC and supply drop weapons on this channel going forward, because in Black Ops 3, as far as the Black Ops 3 DLC weapons go, I still have not covered all of the weapons in that game, and that is for good reason. The weapons in Black Ops 3 were incredibly hard to get. They were all locked specifically behind supply drops, and you could not just purchase them outright. It was always a luck of the draw thing to get DLC weapons in that game. There are still some weapons from that game, like from the first or second drops of DLC weapons, that I never got. I got the NX Shadowclaw like when Infinite Warfare was in its beta stage. That's how long it took me to get the NX Shadowclaw. I don't buy CoD points, so it takes me a little bit longer than the average person to be able to unlock these items. So I have a little bit of an issue when it comes to covering DLC weapons, and I know you guys really want to see the DLC weapons. You want to see how they perform, what they're like. You want me to do reviews of them and stuff, and I'm trying my best, and I will be trying super hard in the future in Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare. As far as Modern Warfare Remastered goes, I should be able to unlock most of, if not all of the DLC weapons, as long as I use my parts strategically and purchase the right items. As far as Infinite Warfare goes, we can't be too sure, as we don't have too much information on how the new DLC weapons will work. I have a feeling they're going to drop this Tuesday. They've been adding some cryptic messages to their Twitter page recently, so I really feel like those new DLC weapons will drop this Tuesday. The thing is, I don't know if we can purchase them with salvage or not, so what I'll be doing instead is an Is It OP mini-series. So this is the first episode of that mini-series for Modern Warfare Remastered. I will make a playlist, but it won't be a complete playlist necessarily. I might not get through all the DLC weapons. Like I said, it's luck of the draw when it comes to DLC weapons in Call of Duty games. So what I'll be doing is trying to feature as much DLC weaponry as I possibly can, and I'll be discussing how those weapons work. I'll be talking about what the weapon is like, my first impressions, like raw first impressions, and how I think it feels. I won't be getting into attachment recommendations, class recommendations, stuff like that. I'll save that stuff for the golden weapon reviews. So if I do finish these weapons, if I do happen to get these DLC weapons and I'm working on them, I may or may not do gold weapon reviews. I might keep the gold weapon reviews for default weapons only, and supply drop weapons can have their own thing and Is It OP, but I haven't really decided yet. If you guys want to see gold weapon reviews, let me know in the comment section down below. But more or less what I'm trying to accomplish with this little mini series is to establish these weapons in the game, decide if these weapons belong in the game or not, and compare them to other weapons in the game, deciding if they are overpowered or not, if they fit with the game or not, so we can finally put an end to that discussion. And you guys can let me know in the comment section if you disagree with me. If you agree with me, we can have a little conversation down there. But jumping right into this, we're talking about the 44 Magnum sidearm today. They're called sidearms in Modern Warfare Remastered, pistols, handguns, whatever you want to call them. So the 44 Magnum is very similar to the Desert Eagle. In fact, it's the exact same gun, apart from a few tiny little circumstances. So the damage is the same. The accuracy is the same. The range is the same. The fire rate is the same. You can still spam this thing like Mother Teresa. I don't even know. It's ridiculous. You can fire off the shots on this thing so quickly, like beyond human comprehension. You can fire this weapon so fast. If you have a trigger finger or if you have a modded controller, you're going to decimate with this weapon. On top of that, this weapon and the Deagle both have very similar recoil plots in that when you're firing these weapons, they look like they're kicking a whole ton, but at the end of the day, most of the bullets are going pretty damn close to the same hole. Like, they're very accurate weapons. They just seem like they have a whole ton of kick. And to add to that, I would say never aim down sights with this weapon. It's just going to throw your shot off. Hipfire is king when it comes to this weapon, especially if you have steady aim. You can completely spam people across maps with the hipfire. The hipfire is so tight on this weapon and it just deals an incredible amount of damage. Essentially, this is a Desert Eagle in disguise. There are a couple little differences. The Deagle actually has 7 shots, where this being a revolver, it only has 6, but there's a very special key element to using this weapon, and that is the suppressor. The suppressor is magical when it comes to this weapon. I'm not sure if it's a glitch in the game or if it's supposed to be like that, but the suppressor does not reduce your range. So you have the exact same 2-shot kill range, suppressed or not. So if you are going to run the 44 Magnum, put a suppressor on it. By God, it is amazing. It is the best suppressed secondary in the game. Is it OP? No. When it comes to comparing the 44 Magnum to pre-existing handguns or sidearms in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, you have to remember one thing. The Desert Eagle is a base weapon in this game, and it's already orders of magnitude better than the M9 USP-45 and M1 911 all put together times 3. The Desert Eagle is king, and the 44 Magnum is more or less just a different version of the Desert Eagle. It's an on-par weapon with the Desert Eagle. It's got less magazine capacity, less overall ammunition, but it can be suppressed, and so it's more of a tactical sidearm equivalent to the Desert Eagle. So is it overpowered? I would say not, but you guys can let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more daily gaming goodness, and I'll see you guys on the next video.